So this is a direct continuation of the previous video, so I'll just cut to the chase. And now in the previous video, I added Wi-Fi. I can see like the LEDs blinking as well. This is one of the config. You could see it like this. And now we'll add Bluetooth. Now the compilation time for Bluetooth are supposed to take a little bit more, okay? I will go ahead to the kernel config that I had, and I will see what's going on. By the way, now that I have like the firmware on the Wi-Fi, let's say that I reboot, then I will not necessarily have everything that I need. And it's like depends who comes first. So failed to request firmware, and it wouldn't recognize it because the firmware is like not there yet. But you can use either UDEV rule, and you can take off the device. Now you can see the effect and reconnect it. Okay, now a lot of time for Bluetooth, things behave a little bit different. They are loaded later, mostly because the kernel needs like all kind of subsystems, and there are subsystems that are required from user space itself. You need like the Bluetooth stack, like Blues. So the thing of like race conditioning between the firmware time and the firmware load is very likely to not happen in most of the Bluetooth devices unless you have some user space driver and I don't know what does all kind of thing. And I've seen that millions of times. Okay, actually with a very similar chipset to this one, with the same chipset of this that used SDIO in one of the Chinese chip streamer manufacturers. Now that I think about it. I was supporting such a company that was using those streamer devices, Android streamer devices, and I think this is where I got those dongles. So hey, if you guys see it, I can give you back your dongles. I'm happy to. No theft here, but I think the company no longer exists. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So we need Bluetooth now, okay? So let's just see that it's not supported first. We don't have like the packages now. Basically, you need either HCI dump, HCI config to see what's going on, or much better because it's much easier to use it, Bluetooth control. Now, the thing is this: I can go. I don't think that. Yeah, it doesn't. I need to install like RC service in order to do all kind of thing. But you know what? I'll try to work around without it. Only with starting like a dbus with dbus launch, and I don't even think that I have dbus here, and do other things. So let me go ahead, and it recognizes now WLAN 0 because I replugged it. Let me go ahead, connect to internet via 88.0 again. So 88.0, I'll do up, and UDHCPC-I 88.0. So I have this, and I'll do APK add, first of all to dbus. I was expecting it to happen. We have dbus. And I'll do APK add to Blues, which is what matters. This has like Bluetooth control. I can also go ahead and do to Blues deprecated. This is how they call it in Alpine, because this is how I get HCI dump or HCI config. Why do I even mention them? Because if I do HCI tool or HCI dump or HCI config, it will tell me even if it recognizes something, and it doesn't recognize anything. Okay, if I do HCI config, nothing as well. So my objective is to use Bluetooth control, but Bluetooth control will not have like the data here and so on and so forth. So I can go and find, it's under lib somewhere, name Bluetooth D. Of course, I should use it as services, but it's not system D. I need to also install the RC thing, and it's not, I don't think it's like loaded by default. There are all kind of other packages that need to happen here in Alpine. I don't use Alpine so much. I just use it because I wanted to install like super fast. So we have this nice thing here, okay? So I will try, whoops. I will try to, I don't know why it doesn't copy paste well. I'll try to just run it. And it says, oh, I cannot fail to connect to socket, run dbus system bus socket. So it needs to be actually, we need to do a dbus launch. We need to have dbus. And we don't need ASIC. we need to have dbus, okay? And we don't have dbus launch here, so we might, but we do have dbus daemon. Dbus launch is for dbus x11. We don't need x11, but x11 here will not add all the dependencies, so it's also fun. So if I do dbus daemon, we need to see like how to start it. We'll do the system. I don't really think we need a lot of the parameters here, and I think this should be enough. No, it's not enough. So I need to create some more things here, and no configuration files. You know what? I will not do it like this. I don't remember like exactly how to do it. So if so, I will not do it. I'll just install like the RC system. So I think I need APK and RC init, I think. Okay, APK search RC. OpenRC, sorry. APK add OpenRC init. That would be the default usually. And look what's going on. It brings up like the rest of the things here. Okay. So installing Blue's OpenRC and installing this and installing that. Good. Now if I do Bluetooth control, it still would not work. Now why? Let's do OpenRC, RC service, right? Bluetooth status. And you're attempting to run an OpenRC service in a system which OpenRC did not boot. No problem. Let's reboot and let's have it boot with OpenRC. And then let's try to be smarter and see what's going on. So now we see some more prints here. Forget about like the OTA one. I didn't put like the overlays. And let's do OpenRC RC service and Bluetooth status. And it stopped. Now the question is why it is stopped. So let's see that we have dbus for a start, okay? We don't really have dbus here. But we have like the mechanism to know what's going on, and we don't, as you know, we did not put like the driver here, right? Like we did HTA config and it didn't get anything. So let's go ahead and add the Linux driver and then restart seeing the things now that we have some Bluetooth stuff in place. So I'm going to menu config again. I definitely need config BT, and the problem here is that it takes more time to build. Maybe I should have done it like in parallel. So we do Bluetooth support, and I know I need HCI, RTL, BT something, but I don't remember the name. No, it's not this one. Let's just look for HCI. It's going to offer several things. Yeah, BT HCI something. HCI, BT, USB. These are the kind of things I'm looking at. I don't need MTK, but it will be close enough. So let's see what we have here. HCI USB driver. I'm going to mark it. Again, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to make it pre-built. Okay. Again, when you design the entire systems, you know your considerations. You'll definitely make it modules. Okay, and load the modules like in the right time. So I don't care about Broadcom. I care about Realtek. And that's what I'm going to do. But in Bluetooth, things take more time, and I think this will not be as fast as with the Wi-Fi. So let me build it, okay? It will build several things here. You know what? I'll just stay on it and like keep talking about while it's doing it. So it's 2:34. You know what? I won't do it. I'll save some time. So I'll pause and resume when it's done. So it was done in less than a minute, but for me it's a lot of time, okay? And I will just reboot it like in the previous way. And I Can't believe I'm doing it. I'm investing so much effort in you. Even my coffee got cold. I prepared before the previous video, and then okay. So we have now this. So let's get out of here. Do we even have shutdown in Alpine? No, let's do reboot. Question is if this actually get if it gets the new kernel. No, it shouldn't get a new kernel. Let's because I rebooted it in QEMU. Let's just double check it. Grep config bt. It's not set. So sync. Now I'll get out of here.